Right, it's been a little while. Um, yeah, so haven't uploaded in about a year or so, I think it is, as it got pointed out to me on Discord the other day. And I thought, with the whole kind of news of the hosted tab of SAMP kind of being closed and SAMP not having much of a future, which is very unfortunate, because I've just had to look it up. So apparently, with the hosted list, the hosted tab being closed, it means SAMP isn't accepting payments anymore, and it's entering a state where basically servers can continue to run, but they won't be able to find new members being hosted on the hosted tab. And it's just I started reminiscing a little bit because I think started playing, was introduced to SAMP by a pal, Matty, which I don't know if he watches these anymore because he's very busy. But yeah, probably about 13 years ago, probably a bit more than that. Yeah, and joined many a roleplay sort of community. Well, originally started off on Truckmania, which was kind of I don't know if rival is the right word. It was very similar to this. You had like standard trucking missions around the around the map, and then also you had like your side missions of like the couriers and bus driver and pilot and mafia. I think there was as well, where you attempted to steal other people's loads. Yeah, and it was just a very similar sort of setup to this, and then obviously the roleplay servers, which always tended to kind of go towards like the police departments. Did go to the fire department on a few, but the thing is with the fire department on roleplay servers, you didn't really, wasn't that great. There wasn't a great amount to do. And then yeah, and then see, reminiscing is a weird way. 'Cause then kind of met Ben, Luke, George, and Craig and Connor. Believe that all met kind of together on Fort Carson roleplay, which was a server that could probably have a lot to talk about. All the kind of drama with the owners. And then we kind of split and tried to make our own server, which was called when GTA 5 kind of come out, I think it was, which we then called Blaine County Roleplay. The cars that I use on this server, Trucking Cops, is Nevada Highway Patrol style, and there's a little like Blaine County sort of Easter egg on them, because on the back, on the real cars, it says it's like hash NVHP for like Nevada Highway Patrol. I've kept Blaine County Highway Patrol, and I think the star on the door is Blaine County Highway Patrol as well, just as a little, I don't know if Easter egg is the right word, but a little something to sort of as a nod to the server. And I quite like the style of the Nevada Highway Patrol cars, because I keep meaning, because I think they did a 50th anniversary where they did a silver car with a blue bit on the door, rather than blue and yellow. And I keep meaning to try and find the mod that I sort of created, and found it was really hard to track down. It was like a Ford Explorer, I think it was. For when Luke tried to drag me into joining a server in San Fierro, typically as we're driving through San Fierro. And it was going to be similar to like the Armour sort of roleplay servers that you had to pay to join. It never really took off. But yeah, I suppose it's just a bit of a, like, kind of, I'm back. Did do a test video to test the setup, and I've now changed the setup slightly. I haven't done a test on it, so hopefully this one is fine. And and I imagine that video will probably come out after this. After this one's come up. I've got a few videos to edit. I was looking at the list, I think I've got about 4 to edit. And then through the time of just, I don't know if, well, I suppose not really having access to this computer. Been playing on the laptop, which couldn't really record, and the couple of times I tried to record on it, it sounded like it was, you know, sort of clearing for takeoff, you know, sort of fly off across the room. But there are 2 videos, 1 video I think I recorded on the laptop. So that just sort of needs putting together. I don't know if the final days of Convoy Trucking, because I have played on the 5M version of Convoy Trucking, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not the same. It's just a different feel to it. I think GTA 5, it just feels a lot more open and bigger, and it just doesn't feel the same. It's hard to kind of pinpoint it. Where it's like playing on Busted, 5M Busted, that I've done a couple of videos on, and got a load more clips to throw together, and some more harassing Cucho. Yeah, that just feels different, where the Convoy Trucking version of 5M, on 5M, I don't know, it just feels a lot more open and bigger, and just, yeah, it's not the same. Got a few more achievements to kind of do, and I was trying to almost remember back to how I used to kind of record them. Trying to remember how I kind of recorded them, because I just sort of remember some of them were just kind of rambling on, and the gameplay like this, there's not really much to comment on, where kind of want to get a bit more into general gameplay. Like with what's the game called, like Ready or Not, I got that, you know, that should be quite fun to play. GTA Online, maybe have a dabble with that, because I did start to do some of the sort of online missions, and then kind of couldn't, because it's sort of moved in to Mrs. Deagle's sort of parents' house, and I couldn't bring this computer with, so didn't really have the ability to record, and the videos just had to kind of stop. I think I remember I might have touched on it during the update video, but like the brain tumour sort of stuff, maybe try and, I don't know, like raise awareness is the right term, but yeah, raise awareness of it a little bit, because I'm now 2 years? Yeah, 2 years post-operation of it. Doing fine. He says, sniffling away. Was at the end of August, and somehow managed to sort of catch a bit of a cold. And it always seemed to be that when I ever thought about recording anything, I'd always sort of become ill. And it just always kind of put me off it a little bit. I have thought about getting into some of the, not the rain weather. I thought about getting into some of the 5M roleplay sort of servers, but just don't massively know. So if, you know, anyone's kind of thinking, give a hand, I don't know, might be up for it. But for the moment, until it dies, I'll probably stick with SAMP. Quite nice to get back into the swing of recording. And sorry, it's the horrible, flashy, thundery weather. God, that is a lot of flashing. Jesus Christ. Right. If it's got too flashy, I might have just frozen the picture. But yeah, hopefully it's been a good little return video. and yeah, see you in the ones to come.